and take a camera flash. Jury game amazing, car game crazy. Gucci man a flare, won't you tell me see these paychecks? When I hit the mall, let him cook now. Let him cook. I'm not.
Comfy all day, been there. Switched to Just Hoods last month. Best decision ever. My family wears them, from my niece to my uncle. Total game changer. Super soft cotton poly mix means all day comfort, whether lounging at home or out exploring. And the unisex fit, on point for anyone, anywhere. Snag yours now for just $50. Trust me, once you try Just Hoods, you won't go back. Grab one before they sell out. Don't miss out. Click buy now and elevate your wardrobe today.
Yo, we back with another one, man. You know what I'm saying? Malone TV News. Your boy See Him the Goat 5, man. Back with another one. You know what I'm saying? Finna get into this one. This is one about Lil Dirk, man. They saying, well, actually, I'm gonna show y'all the video about he might allegedly have a second, you know what I'm saying, a M for hire plot going. You know what I'm saying? So we're finna get on into that. And make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel, man. Let's go. One second, gang.
Like, when I tell you our relationship is not good, like, there was a time that this nigga sat in my living room on my couch on FaceTime with his ex, who FYI had a baby on him when they were together and kind of tell him that it was his baby. He's on FaceTime with this bitch, talking to her about me, talking to her about how I'm not shit or whatever. And I was like, oh, that's crazy, I'm not shit, but you should do or whatever.
Here's how the average man's life would change if he never saw an ad again. Day 1, he would install Pi on his computer without spending a dime because it's 100% free.
Chicago rapper Lil Dirk could be linked to a second murder for hire plot, this time in Chicago. These are images of the gunman who shot and killed Stefan Mack in 2022. Prosecutors say Mack was outside the Youth Peace Center of Roseland when he was gunned down. The FBI linked the two men charged with Mack's murder to Dirk using texts and confidential informants. The feds believe this murder was revenge for the death of Lil Dirk's brother. To be clear, Lil Dirk has not been charged in Mack's murder.
Let's go.
Jay-Z, one of the most famous and successful rappers in the music.
And you so lame that you couldn't even put that bitch number in your phone. You have to know who paid for it.
Let's see.
And I just kept letting him do it until we got to this point because I knew that it was going to happen. I knew that if I kept bringing up all how I felt about everything, that it wasn't going to make a difference, so I just let it play out.
This actually, I guess, this actually telling about the situation with his brother dthang, pretty much.
It's like I've seen it coming, but at the same time, now that it actually already happened, it's like.
Uses the nickname JV Marley, which is the same name Shooter A yelled out minutes after the murder of Mack, as depicted on the Ring camera footage. I can't believe how stupid some people are that murder people. Powell Montgomery, did Dirk gave you that money? They named Dirk after killing someone 2 weeks prior. Lil Dirk has now been linked to another murder for hire. This is about the murder of Stefan Mack from January of 2022. The feds are saying this was in response of Lil Dirk's brother being killed. So just like they're alleging he slid for King Von, they're saying he slid for his brother as well. This ain't looking good, boys. I'm going to read it all. It's a lot. Hit subscribe. Here we go, boys. First thing we got here is one of Dirk's co-defendants, Kayvon London Grant's protective order request. I'm pretty sure people are already just saying this guy's snitching then. I don't know if it's true, though. The government represents that based on its understanding of the discovery in this case, a protective order is necessary in this case. Based on the allegations in the first superseding indictment and the government's understanding of discovery in this case, the government alleges that there are significant...
All right, so listen up. State Farm was trying to charge me $197 for car insurance. No, thank you. I got a friend.
significant safety concerns regarding disclosure of names and personal identifying information of victims, witnesses, and defendants themselves in this matter. Protect the privacy of the owners of the digital devices, including witnesses. Their digital data should not be provided to defendants other than for review and the presence of a member of the defense team. Audio/video recordings, written summaries of statements, and transcripts of statements made by witnesses to and victims of violent events, including murder. Such documents and recordings often contain personal identifying information of protected witnesses, and the unrestricted release of such items would endanger the safety of those individuals. It sounds like they're trying to hide the identity of statements, right? That's basically what this is. Audio/video recordings, written summaries of statements, and transcripts of any statements made by defendants to law enforcement. This is not looking good. This guy might be snitching. I don't know, though. Such documents or recording will reveal if any defendants have spoken to law enforcement at any time and will endanger those defendants' safety. So filing this in general endanger safety, in my opinion, right? Surveillance video of the violent events to protect the legitimate privacy interests of the victims and prevent the use of such items for intimidation purposes. These should not be provided to defense other than for review in the presence of a member of the defense team. Federal Rule of Criminal Procedure 16D1 provides that at any time the court may, for good cause, deny, restrict, or defer discovery or inspection or grant other appropriate relief. Is appropriate where there is a reason to believe that a witness would be subject to physical or economic harm if his identity is revealed. The purpose of the protective order is to allow the government to comply with its discovery obligations while protecting the sensitive information from unauthorized dissemination and provide the defense with sufficient information to adequately represent defendant. Here's the court's response to protective order regarding discovery containing personal identifying information, medical information, Privacy Act information, and protected witness materials. The court is writing consider the government's motion. So why else would the United States Attorney be filing this for you if you weren't snitching, trying to hide statements and shit? Clearly, bro might be snitching, right? A protective order for the discovery is necessary so that the government can produce to the defense materials regarding protected witnesses and or whose safety may be endangered by disclosure of identifying information. They're snitches, boys. I mean, we've known they're snitches, but This is just not good. Protective order for discovery is also necessary so the government can produce to defense materials containing third parties, PII, and medical information. An order is also necessary because the government intends to produce to defense materials that may contain information within the scope of Privacy Act. Protected witness materials includes any information related to any protected witness's prior history of assistance with law enforcement, prior criminal history, statements, or any other information that could be used to identify a protected witness, such as name, image, address, date of birth. Defense may only review other confidential information only in the presence of a member of the defense team. We shall ensure that defense are never left alone with such materials. Defense must return such materials to the defense team at the end of the meeting. Defense may not take any such materials out of the room. They can still remember everything they read and then tell people. Here's Dirk's memorandum in support of his request for pretrial release. Mr. Banks, a devoted husband, father, and son, as well as an internationally renowned musician and recording artist, should be granted pretrial release on reasonable conditions, but including the following: a bond secured partially or in full by $2.3 million in equity in 2 homes in Georgia. Okay, that's a good start. $2.3 million. Remember, Diddy put up $50 million or something, right? Did he do something crazy like that? $1 million in cash tendered by Sony Music. Okay, the record label dishing out some cash. Home detention with electronic monitoring, around-the-clock security services ensuring compliance with all conditions imposed by this court, additional third-party sureties and guarantors to satisfy the bond.
You mean tell me he had the label put up that much amount of money and he put up that much amount of money, $2 million, and they still wouldn't give him a bail? Boy, I tell you, it's crazy.
Amount that court determines to be reasonable. So they're saying they'll put up even more cash if the court wants them to. This ain't happening though. Promise you now. 100% not happening. And that's not even me being negative. That's just me being realistic. This is a Fed case. It's not happening. So here's the application for search warrant from 2023, right? For the other murder. I'm a special agent with FBI. I'm currently assigned to FBI's Chicago Homicide Task Force. This affidavit is made in support of an application for a search warrant for information associated with certain cell phone numbers. And they have the numbers right here. Subject phone 3, subject phone 4, 5. The FBI is investigating allegations that Anthony Montgomery, also known as Anthony Montgomery Wilson, and Preston Powell use facilities of interstate commerce with the intent that a murder for hire be committed in violation of Title 18, United States Code Sections 1958 and 2, that Montgomery, Powell, and others conspire to use facilities of interstate commerce with the intent that a murder for hire be committed. Specifically, the FBI is investigating the allegations that Montgomery and Powell murdered Stephon Mack on January 27, 2022. Mack was shot and killed by 2 assailants while leaving the Youth Peace Center of Roseland. 2 assailants exited from a parked stolen car and began firing at Mack as Mack walked across the parking lot. As the 2 assailants were driving the parking lot, Powell, using subject phone 3, exchanged several phone calls with the user on subject phone 4. Law enforcement believes that subject phone 4 is typically used by co-conspirator A, but for reasons set forth below, may have been used by co-conspirator B. Co-conspirator B and A are brothers at the time of the exchange of calls between subject phone 3 and 4. The 2 assailants abandoned the stolen car at the scene in the parking lot after having murdered Mack. I believe that Powell and Montgomery were the 2 assailants. After the murder, Montgomery left his cell phone. Subject phone 1 was Montgomery's phone. Inside the stolen vehicle, he left his phone. No way, that's got to be a burner phone, right? There's no way he left his personal cell phone in the stolen car, right? Please tell me this man did not leave his personal phone in the car. Powell called Montgomery 3 times from subject phone 1, from subject phone 3, minutes after the shooting, because they split up on foot in different directions. Powell was unlikely aware that Montgomery left his phone inside the vehicle. 34 minutes after Mack was murdered, Montgomery's girlfriend, the listed subscriber for subject phone 1, wait, hold on. So this guy's cooked. He really did leave a personal cell phone in the car that was linked to his girlfriend. This guy's cooked. What was he thinking? Called AT&T to report subject 1 as a stolen phone. Oh my God. This guy ran to his girlfriend's house, realized he left the phone there in the car, and told her to report it stolen, right? That's what this means. Approximately 3 minutes before contacting AT&T to report the phone stolen, Montgomery's girlfriend was contacted by subject phone 5. Okay, so someone called her before she reported it. 5 days after he abandoned subject phone 1 in the car, he obtained a new cell phone, subject phone 2. Montgomery used subject phone 2 to communicate with Powell, using what I believe is coded language to discuss when Montgomery was going to receive the payment for having murdered Mack. Oh no. Please tell me they don't name Dirk in this. In February 22, law enforcement seized subject phone 2 from Montgomery and sent it to his arrest in an unrelated case. There's probable cause to believe that the location of subject phone 1 and subject phone 3 and subject phone 4 at the time of the murder will lead to evidence of the subject offenses, and that location of subject 5 in the period of time after the murder will lead to evidence of subject offenses. Because this affidavit is being submitted for the limited purpose of search warrant, I've not included each and every fact known to me concerning this investigation. I've set forth facts I believe are sufficient to establish probable cause to search the information. Bro, I'm withholding evidence. I ain't giving y'all everything I got on y'all. These boys might be cooked. Bro left his fucking phone in the car after killing someone. How brain dead. Background: the Smashville Gangster Disciples and the Mike City Black Disciples.
How do you take 20,000 children in the middle of New York City without anybody seeing?
Disciples. They spoke with Chicago Police Department to help with all this. Gangster Disciples are commonly referred to as GDs. So majority of people watching this already know the backstory about a lot of this, and Black Disciples are commonly referred to as BDs. According to Smashville Member 1, the Smashville GD control territory in the vicinity of 83rd and 87th Street and Ashland Avenue to Damon Avenue. Smashville GDs have been in a deadly conflict with neighboring Killa Ward GDs and other neighboring gangs that operate and commit violence in the city of Chicago, including neighboring sets of the Black Disciples. Ballistics report revealed that a firearm recovered from a known Smashville member matched shell casings recovered from Mike City Black Disciple territory in Chicago on or about December 24th, 2016. These motherfuckers don't chill on Christmas Eve. CH1, Mike City, is a faction of Black Disciples that controls territory and operates in the area of South 85th Street and South 87th Street. Background on the victim, Stephon Mack. According to Smashville Member 2, at the time of his death, Mack was suspected leader of Smashville GDs. Wow. Bro was a leader? That's crazy. So Stephon Mack had a previous case. He was sentenced to 24 months imprisonment, followed by a 3-year term of supervised release in December 2019. In October 2020, he violated his supervised release. He was arrested, sentenced to 11 months, released back on September 3rd, 2021. Mack was enrolled as YPC participant at the time of his death on January 27th. YPC is a nonprofit organization offering youth-related workshops that mentor teens and teach youth the skills necessary to avoid conflict and violence.
That's crazy. Shout out to Cuff Boys, man, for that video. I'm gonna get this other one. Let me see. Hold on a second. Let's see one. Implicated. Let me see. Second. Hold on a second, gang. Let me see. All right, I'm gonna do Shed Nash. Shout out to Shed Nash, man. Shout out to Shed Nash, man. I'm gonna show you.
Then we'll see. But I think the biggest thing that's going to happen for Dirk is the fighting for the jurors. I think that's going to be what ultimately saves him, because even though I'm not getting on Buddy's top or anything like that, we just had a conversation on Twitter where I forget what my guy's name is, but he basically applied the lyrics wrong. When the DA's office was talking about 100 rounds in the Tahoe, he said, oh, didn't Donovan Thomas have a Tahoe and allegedly was a shooter? Or didn't Donovan Thomas have a Tahoe? And basically he took the 100 rounds in the Tahoe, meaning they shot 100 rounds. But the application from the DA's office was 100 rounds in the Tahoe because of the SUV that was riding behind Young Thug, which when Young Thug in the car he didn't even know got pulled over. What happened was Thug was speeding down the highway And just like most of us do, we see one person speeding, we gonna speed too. So they both got pulled over. Young Jeffrey Williams did not know who the hell that person was, but Jeffrey Williams saved himself by saying, "Hey man, they all right? They gonna need a ride, man. I'll get them an Uber, no problem." You know, like they was taking the car, and then the cop was basically like, "Nah, they're going to jail. You're good to go, but they're going to jail." They used that to try to tie in Young Thug and these other individuals who he did not know. Even the police said they didn't know him, but they still try to make it stick and paint their illustration. So that's the type of stuff that's going to happen. Dirk needs a jury of his peers, of people that look like him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not necessarily even look like him, but younger, because it seems as though the youth gets it, the older people don't. And that's what it's going to boil to me. But y'all, let me know y'all thoughts on this. I know y'all got a lot of sounding off to do. Please refrain from the swearing. And if you keep asking me about the Xbox and the PlayStation, watch the video to the end. God, dog.
Yeah, man, we just hit 200K. We on our way to 300, man. Subscribe today so you can find out how you can win an Xbox or a PlayStation, man. The details are on the way.
This is how. I'm trying to find this other video. The Black 100 was talking about it. Hold on, let me see.
What did I say? Hold on, I gotta go over to Tiffany. She's talking about Mackenzie just broke her nose. Dad.
Yeah.
Tiffany talking about Mackenzie just broke her nose.
I'm kind of on.
Hey everybody, my name is Sam, aka Sambucha, and I'm a YouTuber who makes variety content ranging from
Look, he wanted it all. He wanted success in the street bang.
What's good, y'all? In breaking news, Lil Dirk linked to another for hire situation, and this is for his brother. As y'all know, he currently behind bars in LA on charge related to alleged for hire conspiracy. However, it looks like he's in for even more legal trouble. According to a new tweet from DJ Academics, the Chicago rapper was recently linked to yet another for hire plot.
Nah, but see, where he fucked up at is he got the real lyrics where he described the whole scene. It's a song out there where Dirk described the pull up, what you call it, crying, telling the police, my phone, all that. It's a song, we heard it earlier, like about a month ago. There's some real lyrics out there would describe the whole Beverly Hills.
You mean when he was like green light, like something like that?
There you go.
Green light is old as hell though. Like, what?
No, not this. This song, because it tried to use Grondo's voice in the.
Yeah, y'all talking about those songs
was
with Babyface Ray, right? Wonderful Wayne and Jackie Boy.
I gotta look it up. I know what Wack talking about. But I know what lyrics. It was like green light, go.
Yeah, it's that one. It's that one. He take green light, go in.
And then at the end of it, he tried to use Grondo's voice when he was crying to the police and shit.
When he said no.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Them is bozos. They team is soft and stupid. Cause I done been in the studio many a times and heard when the book pop, you got to change that. But hey, look, change that. That's real life. It's entertainment. See, this when you got a bunch of around you who's scared to tell you something.
Yeah,
That's
right.
a fact.
That's
That's a
fact.
fact.
I'd have been in the booth and her. No, nigga, what is you talking about? We ain't doing that. Tripping.
But with Dirk, do you think there may be a case where they might have tried to tell him something? He was like, nah, I'm still putting it on.
Hey, bro. Hey, let me explain something to you. He had to leave that studio. I'm going to take the drive. I'm going to trip on the engineer. We tripping. Straight up.
Nah, I feel you. I feel you.
There's no statute of limitations of those.
Well, listen to stories 1, 2, and 3 by King Von.
Yeah, that's a whole murder plot. That's crazy.
That's a whole murder plot.
They kind of reaching now. Now I don't know. Like the lawyer made a statement that the prosecution.
Let's see, can I find this other video? Wack 100 was talking. Let's see. There it is, right there. There it go. That's the one I want. Let me start it over from the beginning.
Where the wife?
Right there.
What up, YouTube? This is Getty Radio back at you with another video. I want to give a double salute to all of my supporters and anyone watching this video right now. And if you're new here, please like, comment, subscribe, and join the Getty Gang. Why don't you? Let's get to the content. Okay, man, it looks like Lil Dirk is not coming home anytime soon, man. He was just denied bond, put up $2.3 million, and his record label also put up $1 million as well. But the feds unsealed a warrant that's linking Lil Dirk to a murder for hire that took place in Chicago, possibly in retaliation for his brother dthang's death, right? And Wack 100 is reacting to the news, man, and he says that those people that's involved in that situation are about to start telling. Also, he says that Dirk team is weak and they scared to check him and pull his coattail when he was getting out of control, sliding all over the place. It is interesting. I'm gonna let y'all get to it. Shout out to Wack 100. Shout out to 100 ENT. This is Getty Radio. Let's go.
Dirk just got charged with another murder.
What Wack been saying? The article too. He did.
What Wack been saying?
They charged him with a murder out of Chicago.
More murders are coming.
What I've been saying?
More murders.
They probably didn't know about that.
Well, I said, bro, finna start supersede more bodies.
Right, exactly.
Pop. Yo, Brock, did
Well, that's like I said earlier. That's how they definitely did. I ain't gonna lie.
I said, bro, I said, listen, that nigga had a wire on for 2 years.
2 years? Oh, man, 2 years.
I said, they finna start arresting niggas and booking niggas, and when they do, it's finna start flowing.
2 years? Oh, yeah, they know all kinds of
nigga, I called it. I said, bro, that nigga had that wire on for 2 years, bro. See, they wasn't gonna go pick at the shit yet. They wanted to pick fish. We get them.
That's damn shame, man.
Oh, it ain't over with. Why did Lamar called you on this one? That shooting down in Atlanta that they just dropped when King Von died. Watch that come back under the feds.
Yo. Free Dirk. He need to be pardoned. He ain't.
Well, I mean,
Introducing Iron Beam, the best choice for futures trading. Iron Beam is the industry-leading broker catering to.
It depends on how you look at that.
I mean, I want him to come home, but this is kind of playing a wife. You got to watch it. You bring around you at the same time. You got to be aware of the wife, but it could be anybody at the same time. So it's really hard to say.
Listen,
Man, I wonder what body.
ain't no way they dropping a case like that, an outdoor shooting because a nigga got you just finna fight it on your own. That's big brother upstairs saying, "Hey, let that go. We're gonna revisit this later on."
Wack, I got a question.
We need him to move freely.
What question? So, because I've been following this paperwork thing. So I have a question. Let's say he gets charged with this murder and everything else, and he get out, or he get out and don't get charged, or some weird shit y'all be saying like, how you not get time? Is this one of those times where y'all would be like, hold on, nigga, how you had all this and got off?
No, like, this the feds, Dress.
Oh, I don't play with them niggas.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, they saying he being charged with the guy Stefan Mack, the one that they believe that was in revenge for Dirk of his little brother dthang.
Well, where you think all that's coming from, Reese? Let me tell you something I tell everybody. When niggas get treated and don't nobody know who did it, the last place you're gonna see them at it, don't know it, is at that nigga's funeral. They gonna be there. Straight up. They're gonna be at the funeral. They're gonna show up. They're gonna show up.
Yeah,
They're gonna be right in front of you. Straight up. This ain't over with. This shit finna get up.
Only thing I didn't like that he did, he tried to put that lyric, "You can believe whatever you want, I got your folks here." That's off. Yeah, but that dropped February 2022. Lil Pop didn't get August, so you can't say that. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to find something else.
Nah, but see, where he's up at is he got the real lyrics where he described the whole scene. There's a song out there with Dirk described the pull up, the shooting, what you call it, crying, telling the police, my phone, all that shit. Like, it's a song. We heard it earlier, like about a month ago. There's some real lyrics out there that describe the whole Beverly Hills murder.
Yeah, they're gonna have to get that one because, like I said, that the one he quoted, that, like I said, that's from Aha that dropped in February.
He's talking about Wonderful Wayne and Jackie Boy, Babyface Ray, and Dirk.
You mean when he was like green light, like something like that?
There you go.
Green Light is old as hell though. Like.
No, not this. This song because it tried to use Grondo's voice in the mother.
Yeah, y'all talking about those songs with Babyface Ray, right? Wonderful Wayne and Jackie Boy.
Them niggas is bozos. They team is soft and stupid. Cause I done been in the studio many a times and heard some when the book, Paul, you got to change that. But hey, look, you change that. That's real life, nigga. It's entertainment. So them niggas is, see, this when you got a bunch of niggas around you who's scared to tell you something.
Yeah,
That's
right.
a fact. That's a fact.
I'd have been in the booth and heard, no, nigga, what is you talking about? We ain't doing that. Tripping.
But with Dirk, do you think there may be a case where
The average person sees around 10,000 online ads daily. Here's how a man's life would change if he used Pi.
where they might have tried to tell him something, he was like, nah, I'm still putting it on?
Let me explain something to you. He had to leave that studio. I'm going to take the drive. I'm going to trip on the engineer. And we tripping straight up.
Nah, I feel you.
Essentially, he's saying, but I feel like them niggas do that shit all the time. They talk about bodies and shit in their lyrics and different type of murders that happen. So I felt like it was only a matter of time before they picked him up and tried to arrest him on a murder. That's all you talk about, and you be very specific. Even Bond, you go back and listen to him. Them niggas are very specific when they're talking about murders.
No statute of limitations of those.
Right, listen to stories 1, 2, and 3 by King Von.
Yeah, that's a whole murder plot, Jim. That's crazy.
That's a whole murder plot.
In them stories, that shit was kind of imagination too. In them stories.
Yeah, but I'm just saying how descriptive they are, bro. All you got to do is get one murder close, and they gonna lie and say, "Well, he just changed this part and this part." You know what I'm saying? And try to tie that shit together, especially if they don't have no evidence for real.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like. Cause it seemed like they kind of reaching now. Now I don't know. Like the lawyer made a statement that the prosecution didn't present anything except for lyrics. Now they talking about they got another case in Chicago. Like, is they trying to build the case at the same time?
That lawyer gonna say what he's supposed to say. I ain't never seen the Fed snatch a nigga and ain't had a case. You can beat it, but it's gonna be a case.
as of right now, Dirk wasn't officially charged yet. It was just in some unsealed paperwork. Well, for this new case, for the new murder, thing, you know, they just
It's a brand
named,
new murder.
yeah, for his
It's gonna
brother
be all
dthang.
kind of murders, attempted murders, and all kind of shit. Listen to me, man. Them little niggas finna start telling. Them niggas ain't gangster like that. Them niggas just stupid. They'll do some stupid shit. When it's time to be a gangster right now, we gonna see where they at with it. Take this 50. Yeah, take this 50. LaQuisha, she already get down. She on the west side now. Nigga, what you mean? Nigga wanted success in the street bang.
History shows that shit never go together properly.
All right, we're going to leave it right there. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this audio, man. We got Wack 100 reacting to Lil Dirk getting the
Nah, you know what? I really, to be honest, I really don't think Dirk gonna get up on none of this shit here. You know, them boys putting music in there, putting them damn verses in their lyrics and stuff like that. See, the Fed watch shit like that. That's what they gotta understand, man. When it come down to that shit like that, they ain't gonna play with you. Feds are not gonna play with you. Now, I seen throughout that old YSL trial or whatever, you know, when they came try to come up with the lyrics and all that stuff like that. But you talking about the Fed, they're not gonna play like that. If they say they got you on something. They wouldn't pull you if they ain't had you on something. That's how they work. They build their case. The Feds build their case by it might take them up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years just to build a case against you. That's how they work. They strategically get together and just, you know, build a case around your whole organization. That's what a lot of niggas don't understand, like how the Fed really work. You know what I'm saying? Like, them people are not dumb, man. You know what I mean? Like, niggas, I mean, these young niggas, like, they really don't know what the fuck they dealing with. You know? But, yeah, man, I just wanted to, you know what I'm saying? Y'all check that video. You know what I'm saying, about the Lil Dirk situation. Lil Dirk might be really out of here now. If they indict him on the second M, it's over with. Y'all like, share, and subscribe to the channel, man. Get in the comment, let me know what y'all think. Your boy CM the GOAT 5, man. I'm out.